Indeed they did, and actually getting ready to hop in here toward our other series that's currently taking place right now with Zodiac and TBD. Right now it is the side of TBD who is in the driver's seat, up 5 rounds to 4. Of course, we are taking a look right now at USS Texas, as it will be Zach GodLike from above. Actually taking some shots up close, finds one. 2 more players last alive. It will be StuDyy and Blfire. Has to get this bomb down. Not a whole lot of time left to work with, but here comes the rush from Blfire. This should be easy pickings, and yes, that's going to do it, it seems like, on the other map as well. Quickly finished, and it looks like StuDyy going to kill his teammate there. Says Blfire, I prefer to get the defuse, thank you very much. As that screaming is pretty uncalled for, I think it's fair to say. That's kind of excessive, in my opinion, but Nagafen ending off with 11 kills. I believe Jump had 10 at the latest. As StuDyy will finish off with the defuse. Granite kills his teammate in the process, but looks like 6-4 win there for TBD. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's, of course, 4v4 Search and Destroy here on World War II. It's Lando live here from the UMG studio, and of course, we're hopping in here toward our other match between Zodiac and TBD. That was one of the fastest rounds I think I've seen so far in World War II. Of course, Zodiac consisting of Zach, Jump, NauX, and Baker. And for the opposite side, Blfire being one for the set of TBD alongside Nagafen, Methodz, and StuDyy. As TBD, of course, the name for a reason to be decided. Of course, yet to find an organization heading into World War II. This group has kind of over time kind of come together. I know Embos was on this lineup, but Embos ended up going toward a different team, and Mochila was kind of involved with another different group. So a lot of roster changes kind of going down. Only, like, really most important one to note is, of course, that Blfire was recently added to this group. Of course, yet to find an organization as of yet, and for good reason, as Blfire currently 4-0, yet to die, flawless after a round. And we'll see if he can continue on that spree, as there's only 2 more players left in his way. One of them being Baker, trying to fire away for some shots inside of that bar. Of course, nothing found as of yet. NauX with that Car 98K just behind him. Not finding anything as of right now. But we'll get up close and personal spots. 1-0, he will drop. Blfire finds the kill. A one-on-one Baker versus StuDyy. A situation of which Blfire should have never found that kill. This should be a 2v1. And StuDyy up close and personal. Tries to go for the pre-snipe. Misses that, but gets a second chance only for a moment. So StuDyy will drop in the end. And it will be a win here for Baker & Co. on the side of Zodiac. But one that was a little bit too close for comfort, it's fair to say. And one thing to note as well, while we were in commercial break and getting ready to load in toward this map, I actually saw StuDyy tweet on Twitter, @Pamaj, and said, what's the best sniper? I need to know. He's trying to snipe, of course, StuDyy, known for being one of the better snipers in competitive Call of Duty history. Known most primarily, really, actually, at Ghost, to be honest with you. So the last boots on the ground Call of Duty, he's known for it. That's exactly why. First pick found, that one going to be on NauX. As round number 3 has started off interesting, as Baker as well is responding. That one going to be on Methodz. And now Jump just trying to hold a little bit of an angle as they're trying to make their way potentially toward this A site. Of course, B, the more preferred one when it comes down to Adrenalis, at least as of a day and a half. It's not a whole lot of information gained. The shots coming in. It looks like it will be Jump who ends up falling. Baker finding one on Blfire in the end. So the trade comes through. We'll see how Baker & Co. wins to play this one, as he does have the bomb in his hands as he ran back toward B, and it looks like that is going to be the case. However, one on the flank. This is StuDyy. Has the machine pistol out, but he will get met with some nice bar shots from Zach. And so with that, the 1-on-2, Nagafen firing forward, not finding anything, but tosses the nade out. No hit markers gained. The shots coming through, and it wouldn't be a bad idea potentially for him to just kind of back up, let the plant go through. And he actually is going to find one on Zach, so what's the play from Baker? Does he hop off the bomb? What does he do here? He's going to go for the challenge, and Baker will win it. In back-to-back rounds, Baker in one-on-one situations makes the correct play call in this up-close bar battle. A brawl, really. Baker will win that one for the side of Zodiac. And one thing about this guy Baker, I remember actually watching him back in Advanced Warfare, funny enough, where he actually played for, I think it was either DT Blue or DT Purple. Actually in season, I want to say it was season 2 or season 3 relegation. And his team was trying to get through of course, into the MLG Pro League at the time. And I remember watching him just because he was a total complete player. He was going off in every single respawn, every single game mode. His communication was great. I know he was the captain for the team. And, of course, since then has gone on to different organizations, most notably as of recent, 3's Up. I believe that was at CWL Dallas for Infinite Warfare. And, you know, of course, he's making a name for himself early on in some of these tournaments, especially this one right now. 6-1 here on Map 2. Of course, his team did lose map number 1 at 6 rounds to 4, so definitely trying to pick up the pace a little bit. And that's exactly what will happen when you have a Molotov in your hands. As StuDyy and Nagafen left to try and do some damage. They are a man down. StuDyy can do some damage actually with that machine pistol. Does find one for the moment. And it looks like Nagafen finds another. And now it's up to Baker yet again in another one-on-one. Shuts down StuDyy. And actually, here comes the glide bomb. Where is Nagafen roaming? Where is he at? The bomb plant, can it get through? It does go through. However, not for much longer as Baker in back-to-back-to-back situations, being in one-on-one engagements, he will close them out time after time after time. And is now on an 8 spree. And also will grab the defuse. As Baker being the all-star right now that Zodiac needs, playing incredibly sound for the moment, as it will be a 3-1 advantage. Now it's time to give some love toward the opposite side. Let's give some love to TBD. Actually, going to be looking on board here with Methodz. Of course, has EF before his name, Echo Fox previously. Now is a free agent, of course, right now heading into World War II, along with these other three, excuse me. He has some very talented guys with him. Of course, Nagafen as well. Previously playing for Evil Geniuses. You've got StuDyy on this lineup as well. So I'm very curious to see how StuDyy's performance will go. And it looks like, for right now, StuDyy does have that pistol. Of course, does have that Kar 98K in his grasps. Trying to look forward into bunker. Looks like one go for the dolphin dive. That might have been Baker or might have been Jump. Not exactly sure. But at the moment, you don't want to challenge StuDyy in this position. Actually, is a little bit weak. So maybe the gunfights are going in his favor. And now another situation where Baker needs to clutch up. Of course, it's much different than a 1v1. It's a 1v3 now. As he will fall. So Nagafen will close that one out. Much needed around there for the side of TBD. 3-2 advantage still for the side of Zodiac. I think it's only fair that we do look on board with Baker again. Of course, does lose that last engagement, but who wouldn't lose that one? Only so many clutching situations can go your way, but up close and fight. Baker goes for the nice drop shot. The hip fire as well will work there for the bar. StuDyy, though, switching things up. Has the SMG in hand. Finds one. Gets hit markers in the second. And it looks like Blfire will drop just after that. Zach GodLike doing some damage. Finding 2 so far. And only has Nagafen left. And Nagafen thankfully does have that bomb in his hands for the moment. And we will see how that one will continually do. As he might have just spotted someone coming out of ruins. That would be Zach. Does catch the jump. Question being, does Zach realize he's there? Guarding the positioning, it seems as if... Well, they will now know where he is. And, of course, NauX coming for the flank. Of course, Nagafen being aware that this pinch could easily happen, is trying to get out of this situation. Is going to be able to do that. And spots Zach lingering. As it would be smart to go for the quick plant. Thankfully, he's going to plant for that opposite side so he can watch his front door in case he got engagement can go his way. But here comes the flank. Zach GodLike watching one angle. NauX watching the other. A flank from cabin. Nagafen locked inside of this room. Can he escape? Not going to happen. As it will be a solidified kill there from Zach. As he'll grab the defuse as well. Already got the Molotov, of course, trying to build up those streaks. As it will now be 4-2 advantage right now toward the side of Zodiac. And I kind of keep you guys up to date with what's going on in the other map as well. The other series currently going on. It is indeed the side of XOSZN versus E United. Their round number 1 just got finished, and I believe it is XOSZN who has a 1-round advantage right now on London Docks. Of course, we'll keep you up to date with that one once this map number 2 concludes for Zodiac and TBD. So you're not be worrying about that one. We'll be hopping into that very shortly. But keeping focus, round number 7 on board. Streaks are out. I believe those are for Baker. Doesn't find any kills, but does at least earn some information. That's why you see the passive play currently coming in. A StuDyy, speaking of passive, will shut down one with the sniper, and another one found there from Naga. Methodz doing some damage as well. One last player alive, and I think the entire team gets a kill for that round. As TBD showing veteranship. Everyone finding a kill, and StuDyy going for the nice, quick engagement. Of course, everyone loves their machine pistol. Very solid weapon. Really the best secondary you can use in the game, without question. Can definitely be very lethal. As looking on here, take a look at Nagafen's perspective. Normally, he's a guy who, at times, for his past rosters, has had no issue whatsoever rocking this. Oh my gosh, Zach GodLike just made that look really easy. But I was talking about was Nagafen used to rocking the sniper rifle when it comes into search and destroy. He has made a number of, honestly, just a countless amount of amazing plays with that sniper rifle in past. You've got two guys in him and StuDyy who are kind of similar when it comes down to their play styles. Of course, along with Havoc back on EG, these guys are pretty experienced when it comes down to S&D together, even though they were kind of brought up as a little bit too common of S&D players. However, continuing on together, and Zach GodLike finding yet again another kill. I believe found at least the first 2 at the beginning of the round. It makes the last one look that much easier. Finds at least a hat trick. As it will now be 5 rounds to 3 in favor of the side of Zodiac. We'll see how they can continue on. Let's see if they can force that map number 3. That one would be on Gibraltar. And looking on right now is Nagafen. Has that Molotov in hand, and if he can advance himself to a closer up position, could easily use that to at least catch someone off guard. Maybe he tags a few shots and finishes one off with it. But Brett Jump at the same time finds 2 kills. Was having a little bit of a slow start, 2 and 7, but is picking things up exactly when he needs to. As long as the W comes in, that's all we can really ask for. Looking on. Oh my gosh, StuDyy actually gets a collat, but unfortunately it's on his teammate Nagafen. Finds one on Zach, but most awkward timing possible for Nagafen to walk right in front of his crosshair, jump from afar, holding a head glitch. This one's not going to go his way. And a pretty interesting round to close us out, as the collateral will come in, but unfortunate team fire not going his way. As the series for Zodiac and TBD will now be level at 1-1. Absolutely. So, of course, heading in toward our other series that's going on basically at the exact same time, we do have Zodiac versus the side of TBD. This is map 3 actually taking place between these 2 squads, as we are, of course, loading in toward some Gibraltar, as it will be StuDyy currently left in a 1-on-1 right now versus GodLike. I believe the scoreboard is wrong. We'll obviously get that fixed for you guys. Make sure everything is good to go. Of course, like I said, map 3 at the moment. StuDyy firing forward with that PPSH. Trying to do as much damage as possible. Tosses out the frag just to try and linger him out, but no, it's not going to happen. And that will be a round there for Zach GodLike and co. As Zodiac will find a round in response. And I believe at the exact same time that this is going on, we also do have map number 3 loading up for XOSZN and E United for St. Marie du Mont at the exact same time. So we'll obviously be aware of that one. But for right now, round number 5, we're actually going to take a look here at the side of TBD. StuDyy under screen at the moment. Actually, I'm rocking the PPSH for the time. Not really used to seeing him with an SMG in hand, but of course, World War II presents us a number of different strategies that are going to be now taking place. Since things are now back on the ground, StuDyy's feeling pretty confident, it seems like. So we'll see how the round will progress. Methodz will get picked up before I can even switch over to his perspective. He will fall. So a round yet again over toward the side of Zodiac. And I got to say, coming into the series, I was very curious to see how Zodiac would play. I know they had a prior victory versus the side of TGC in the round before this one, I believe in round number 3, which is also a very talented team at that. But when it comes into TBD, you don't really know what to expect with this lineup. Of course, like I said earlier, this is a group who's yet to find an organization, but you do know, if you are in the competitive Call of Duty scene, you know all of these names. However, of course, never have all teamed together. And recently added Blfire to this group, as Methodz finds the first blood here in round at number 6 with a nade. But Blfire played extremely well on, I believe that was Adrenus Forest. Started off, I want to say, 4 or 5-0 off the break. As you know, Blfire, guys like him, very slow when it comes into their AR play, are extremely, extremely excited when it comes down to World War II. Back to being on the ground, the stable shots. The ARs are definitely very prevalent for the time being, as Blfire will fall. Methodz now left in a 1-on-2 just inside a comms building. I believe that was Jump, who was off the cusp of a quick challenge. He's right place, right time, knows where Methodz has to most likely check one of 2 different angles, either coming through middle, of course coming toward that turret bomb site stairs, as the cleanup will be there. As it's now 4 rounds to 2 in favor of Zodiac. GodLike, a.k.a. Zach, playing well at the moment, 8-2. Most kills for his team, and of course most kills in the lobby. Just behind him is Methodz from the side of TBD. Making an early rush, and Granite actually decides to go and put the Molotov away. Waits for the rush to come forward and plays that one very smart. And now is going to be making this rush actually through Cave Alley. However, it's just one more player left. It is going to be Baker, but it is going to be Methodz who comes from the flank and will shut him down. So round by round we go. A much-needed one if you are the side of TBD in that scenario. 5-2 is so much different than 4-3. Especially when it comes down to search and destroy, where only 6 rounds are needed to secure the W. So with that looking on, we're actually going to take a look at our overhead camera view. Personally, one of my favorite things about Codcaster this year. An awesome way to kind of see where those pre-nades are kind of coming in for. As you can see, a lot of attention being forced. It's actually those nades are coming in from the side of TBD. A lot of focus being attacked inside of that rock building. No kills coming from it, however. As Blfire left in a pretty awkward scenario, needs to back up. Methodz on the opposite end. Have to be aware of that flank that's currently coming in. Blfire gets dropped, and now Methodz left all by himself in a 1vX scenario. As he will drop just like that. And GodLike continuing on. What is GodLike right now? GodLike is 11-3, making this one look absolutely effortless. Playing so strong. And it seems as if Zodiac is going to be able to close this one out. We'll obviously be able to witness how these next few rounds will go. It is crunch time right now for the side of TBD. Cannot afford to lose any more in this one. StuDyy trying to watch that cave window as actually 2 kills come in, both Nagafen and Methodz being involved. Nagafen will get traded in the end, but it is going to be NauX quickly left in a 1-on-3. Double nades, a sniper rifle. And this is what it comes down to Gibraltar. It's about those early frags that can just play absolutely huge, along with having a good sniper on your team. That's the name of the game right now in Search and Destroy, is just having those pre-nades available and having that sniper who can easily shut down someone on an off angle. It seems that both teams knowing those nades, but in that particular point of view, it was the side of TBD who was solid. So for right now, Nagafen, bomb in hand, trying to make his way forward, as no one has dropped yet in this round number 10. Brett Jump, Zodiac and co. just trying to stay alive, as Methodz actually ends up dropping here. So now if you're the side of TBD, you need to kind of play this one passive. You need to play this one smart. Try to find a pick and then obviously work on a bomb site. However, once coming on the flank, that is going to be NauX. Is an easy opportunity after rushing through that cave alley. Trying to pick off one from the flank, and if he can get at least a trade, that'd be big. Gets shots into Nagafen, but Nagafen's not falling yet. Nagafen's still up, but only for the time. Baker's there for the trade. At the same time, StuDyy finds one with that PPSH. Blfire has no idea. He just ran past Baker, and Baker could get the greatest timing possible, but no, it is going to be StuDyy, or Blfire who's there. That was StuDyy who could have got picked off. And so it was a very awkward scenario. Starting off as a 4v3 is now a 2v1 in trade in favor of TBD. NauX, last alive. Bomb going down. Blfire is able to secure that one. So how does NauX try and retake this is the question. This is to force round 11 or for the victory in the series. For Zodiac, here comes the rush up close, but no, not a gunfight that's going to happen as we will be heading to our round 11 for Zodiac and TBD. Winner of this round progresses to round number 5. Of course, it was the side of TBD who won map number 1 on USS Texas 6 rounds to 4. A solid response in map number 2 on Adrena's Forest, where Zodiac responded 6 rounds to 3. And now here on Gibraltar, we are seeing overtime take place, and it will be the side of Zodiac who are on offense. Nades out early, no kills coming of it as of yet. If you're Zach GodLike, you got to be thinking, what more can I do? 13-5. Playing incredibly strong up to this point. And jump with that bomb in hand. They're playing pretty passively right now as the side of Zodiac. Molotovs around, and Blfire actually picks off NauX with that. Jump realizes his position is incredibly close. He can't really do a whole lot. There's too many angles for him to be watched from. A 2v4. Zach GodLike up close, could get met with the Molotov, but no, he actually finds a kill in the end. Flanks coming in. Baker, the last one alive, has the pistol out. The machine pistol will go and do some work. A 1-on-2 now. Baker, he did it a lot in net number 2. He got those clutches done. He got, I think, 3 1v1 engagements in his way, but needs to get the most important one in the series. Blfire, Nagafen left in his way, does not have the bomb in his hands, and needs to make a play happen, but he's running in so much open cover. He tries to go for the dolphin dive, but no, he will drop, and the major comeback will come through for TBD as they win this one in overtime, round 11. And they will advance to a round number 5, one that I did not think at all was expected, or one that was even possible.
Looking back when she was young, living wild and free, her life an empty book filled with magic.